Hello and welcome. In this lecture, we are going to talk about how to disable login page of Jenkins and how to enable login page of Jenkins again. So why we need all in more details? Let's say you install the Jenkins, you have configured that in your users and your user is there in that in local Jenkins database, and there is so many cases like you forget that in your password of administrated users and you are not able to do anything. Then and in that case what you need a Jenkins file system access, where you have like Jenkins config.xml file, and you need just to system access where you have like in Jenkins services is up and running, so you need just a stop, a start and restart command to perform after doing a small amount of change in config.xml. And the attributes under that change we are going to do for enable and disable, that is there will be the in config.xml, which is use on security. You can change it to false from true. By default it will be there as a true. uh, to disable, once you change the false it will be disabled, but once you change the again in true it will be not work. So we have to do that in how to enable as well. So let me go and do that, how to disable the login page. So I have already installed the Jenkins, and in as let me log out and log in again. It's asking username password, and now it's without username and password it will be not allowed to log in. Or you can have like in sign up, then by default whatever success will be there you'll be able to do. So I want to just remove that in like uh, uh, especially this screen. So for doing this once at the moment it's asking, even though if I'll go and restart the services also, so in that after that also definitely it will be asked that in a login page. It's waiting for, and please wait while Jenkins is getting ready to work. And again it's asking. So what we need to do, we need to open the Jenkins like in config.xml file. So this is the file we have to open it, and after that you'll be see something like that, which is very important. One is a use security true, by default it is there, and this is that in Relima we have where we have a enable sign up and then enable captcha. So once we will make the false, this attribute will be changed, and after that you will be not able to see the login skins, but that is a main depend on that in a use security tag only. So what I'll do, I'll just change that in true to false, and now I'll save it. So I just installed that. My installations of Jenkins is there in Windows, C colon software Jenkins and config.xml. And now I'm going to without hitting that, because I have not started it. So until unless you will restart it, it will be reflect that in a same. So I'm going to, either you can stop and then start, or you can do that indirectly start. So I'll be go here and check it, there is no such change. Now if I'll go and hit that in this screen, you'll be able to see that indirectly Jenkins page where there's no login. Yeah, so yeah, it was there like in history, so it's redirecting. If I'll open that in any other browser, let's say Edge, and I'm able to see that whole screens. And with the admin access, if you'll see that in, I can go and change that in any configurations and all. So this is the way where you can go and again do that in all configuration, login into that in your Jenkins server and change that in a permissions. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to enable. So for enabling, again, we have to follow that in what we discussed in past. So you have to click on the Jenkins, come on to that in manage Jenkins page, and then configure global security. And after doing the enable, if you'll see now in our pages, they are remaining same, and that page is like in gone. And now we are saying that in again like in use security true, and if I'll save also it must be false. So if I'll go here and do that in manage Jenkins, come all the way down and click global configurations. So it will be there as a security realm none, but what we need Jenkins on user database and sign up, then only will we get that in a login skins with a user. And these ones we already talked, whatever's related be default one. So what happen once we'll add it at the moment, if you'll see that in XML file it's so and so forth, once we'll enable it will become as a true again. So click on the save. If I'll go here, it's saying that in some change, and now this value added, if you'll see, and it's there true. So I'll save it and I'll just restart it. Yeah, if I'll go now and hit that in 8080 port, it will ask that in a username and password. Yeah, it's asking the sign up, and if I'll click here, so now if you'll see that in login in and sign up page is there. So until unless you'll click that in login page, then it will become as a login, or you just close the browser or like open that in any. Yeah, so login page is coming, even though if you'll remove this also is going, but you'll be see that in a login page. So once you'll remove that in access, and then this all tabs will be not there. So if I'll go and log in with my admin user. Yeah, so it's saying that in login and log out. So that's in recap, that's all about how to disable login page of Jenkins and how to enable the login page of Jenkins. And if you have any doubt, just let me know. And that's all about in these lectures, and thanks for watching.